Welcome, Hornets, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be taking a look at both the midpoint formula, and then I'm going to make a second on the trapezoidal Riemann sums. So, we're looking at the midpoint Riemann sum here. I'm going to be doing a couple of these even problems, as I'm leaving the odd problems for individuals in class. I recommend that you take a screenshot if you do not have this worksheet, and give you just a moment. Alrighty, so having that done, now whenever we're doing a midpoint approximation based off of the values on the table, we have to make sure that we have a midpoint available. So you'll notice I'm going all the way through. Now, unlike the standard midpoint where we actually are looking for a midpoint halfway in between, what we need to do is recognize that a midpoint can be an approximate value as well. Now, I've already made that point to my students. However, we see it evident in this chart here. As a result, I am looking at a gap of 2, and I will be multiplying by 7. So 2 times 7 plus gap of 2 times 7 again. And then we have a gap of 6 times 5. We then would multiply for 14 plus 14 plus 30 gives me 28 plus 30, and my answer is 58. And that's the answer of my midpoint Riemann sum. Working with the chart, once again we go over, and go over. Notice that 1 is a midpoint, 3 is a midpoint, but 8 is not. So we're still going to have to use the value of y at 8, even though it's not technically a midpoint. It's close enough based upon the chart. So we have 2 times 9, 2 times 5, and notice we'll have 5 times 7. So 2 times 9 plus 2 times 5 plus 5 times 7, plus 5 times 7 is giving me 18 plus 10 plus 35 is going to be 10 plus, and we're looking at 53 for a total of 63. 6. Going over, going over, going over, so that we see, even if it is an approximate midpoint. Gap of 5, gap of 2, gap of 3, and we have 5 times 9, 2 times 9, 3 times 6, for 45, 45 plus 18 plus 18 is 45 plus 36 for 81. Last one of the evens. Once again, midpoint formula, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to find an approximate midpoint based upon the table. It's the best we can get. So although 1 is a midpoint, 4 is not, neither is 8. But we're still going to work with it as if it were. Finding our gap, and now taking the product. 2 times 3 plus 3 times 3 plus 4 times 6 is 6 plus 9 plus 24 is a total of 39. And there we go. This has been the midpoint Riemann sum. I hope this has helped. Please be aware that according to the table that we are working with, immediately informs us that it's not going to be an exact midpoint. Unlike something like number 1, which is clearly going to use a midpoint. Let's see. Well, and look at that, they're not using the midpoint. So, once again, it's just based on the table. And you will see midpoints from me that actually are midpoints when we work in class, and do warm-ups. Okay? Thank you very much, Hornets. I hope this has been helpful. If you liked this video, please remember to click like. Otherwise, please give me constructive criticism. Thank you very much. Take care. Be well. Be safe. And remember, it's easy to be mean, so please be nice to each other. Cheers.